Hi, my name is James Angelo. I'm the broker at Florida Home Realty and Mortgage. I first of all want to say thank you for everybody watching this video. This is a little broker message that I'm going to do. And we will be having these, by the way, routinely. You'll see broker messages that are emailed or posted through Back Agent that you get to watch routinely. And it will allow me to basically talk to the hundreds of agents in the company, especially when there are certain things I want to convey. In this particular broker message on December 16, 2015, what I'm going to touch upon are a couple quick topics. One, Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage and the number of agents that we have, which is a tremendous, tremendous achievement. The other is the ranking that we have in the various cities. I'll also talk about a closing coordinating service that we're going to offer, as well as a concierge service that we're going to offer. I'll also talk about the training that'll take place not only during the year, but particularly also in January, that will really help jumpstart a lot of agents' career or just help them get refocused. I'll also talk about a monthly seminar that we're going to do, a new office that we're opening up in Orange Park, and the holiday party that's coming up, which is actually tomorrow. I want to say thank you for everybody's hard work. Florida Homes Realty now has well over 500 real estate agents in the firm, which is just an incredible achievement. And it really is due to all the hard work of all of the agents in this firm. It's the partnership that we have together that has really achieved this success. I also want to point out that not only do we have well over 500 agents in Florida Homes Realty, we rank in the top 10 continuously in the Jacksonville market, the St. Augustine market, as well as the Gainesville market. The closing coordinator service will actually roll out either the end of this week or next week or the beginning of January. So basically the end of December to the early January, this service is going to roll out. The closing coordinating service is going to literally handle everything from contract to close. There's two type of agents that I see initially really taking this to heart. One are new agents. New agents that literally have maybe you obtained your license in the past 6 months or a year or 2 years. Think of it as taking out an insurance policy where you have this $400,000 deal, you have this $300,000 closing. So you have a $9,000 check or a $12,000 commission check coming. For several $100s, you can literally have an insurance policy. So if there was anything that could be done to make sure that closes, it happens. Now, what the closing coordinating service does not do is they won't drive out to a property. They're not going to drive out to open the door for the home inspection. What they will do is they absolutely will draft the documents. Once the home inspection is done, they will contact the home inspection company to set it up. They'll contact the home inspection company to get the report. They'll actually go through, and whatever home inspection document has to go over to the selling agent, they'll basically write all the addendums. They'll help with all the paperwork, all the logistics. They'll help manage the mortgage company that the person's actually getting a mortgage from. It's an invaluable service. So again, I see a lot of new agents using this, saying, for a small amount of dollar, several $100s, I can have a closing coordinator service, and that will help make sure I get my $9,000 check. I'll get my $12,000 check. There's another type of agent that's like really experienced agents, or agents that do a lot of marketing or a lot of effort trying to generate business, where they're going to basically just see this as a cost of doing business. That way they can focus on getting more business in the future. A lot of real estate agents, as they practice real estate month over month, there's this high and low. They do all this activity. They do marketing programs. They reach out for referrals. And all this effort eventually leads to more closing. So they have these contracts in play. But as they're servicing the 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5 closings this month, they're not doing anything else to get more business this month. So then next month or the month after that, their business falls. With this stops is the peak and valley, the up and down a lot of agents face. So again, I really see a lot of new agents taking heart of this as sort of like an insurance policy to make sure that the $9 or $10 or $11 or $12,000 that they should have gotten, they actually receive, and the property closes and everybody's delighted, as well as the experienced agent who wants to focus on basically getting more business. we will have a concierge service as well. And the concierge service, its sole purpose is to delight your buyer and seller. They will literally do everything from turning on utilities, coordinating the cable, water, electric, as well as coordinating with moving companies. It's everything that a seller would have to do as moving out of a property and everything that a buyer would have to do to move into a property. And what's amazing about this is there is no cost to you or your buyer or seller. This is a completely free service that Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage is offering. This is here to help your relationship. And a lot of the agents in our firm, they do this. A lot of you do this yourselves, and you take the time and you'll help a buyer figure out what utility company to use, or you'll help a seller possibly find out a moving company. Now you'll have a professional concierge service that will do all of that for you to help you look good. And again, this service I would expect will probably roll out in early January. Training. Florida Homes Realty is really known for the competitiveness of being able to practice real estate. And one way that we do that is the training classes that we offer. We will have a very, very dynamic, very aggressive training schedule in 2016. And just to give you a glimpse of it, just in January alone, we're going to have over 30 training classes alone, and that is just in January. A lot of these training classes will be videotaped, and they'll be available on Back Agent for you to view. So if you miss a class, you can always view it. If we have handouts, we will also have on Back Agent a corresponding folder that you could go into the folder and actually find either the presentation itself or the handouts that actually go with it. This presentation, by the way, will be in Back Agent. So if you're watching it now and you actually want to see the presentation for either clarity or just to read it for yourself, this will be loaded in a folder in Back Agent under Broker Message, and you can just see the Broker Message document, and you could actually pull up the presentation I'm looking at here. Some of the classes in January that we're going to touch upon is a listing presentation. Now, for those that don't know, we have a professional, very high-end listing presentation. It is in PowerPoint form. That is now in Back Agent. I will actually go through the listing presentation in January, and it will be recorded for those that miss it. The presentation is in Back Agent, but I'll actually go through it live, and I'll actually talk through it as if I were actually softly giving that presentation to a seller. Again, this is just a small sample of the classes. Again, we're going to have well over 30. I'll also go over what a physical presentation booklet should look like. It might have examples of your work. It might have examples of testimonials. We're going to have multiple classes on 2016 business planning. Those are crucial, and those will be taped. We'll also go over buyer lead generation. We're going to go over seller lead generation. We're going to go over property management class. We will have Boomtown training. We'll have Webmaster training. We'll have a class on how to present offers on expired and for sale by owners. We will have classes on the entire closing process, the buyer's agreement, and social media. And again, this is just a small group of classes. So I'm extremely excited. Again, if you miss any of these classes, you will be able to go to Back Agent and be able to pull up the actual class, and you'll be able to view it as it was recorded live. And again, if there are handouts, those handouts. And normally the presentation will now also be available in Back Agent in a corresponding folder that matches what you looked at. We're extremely excited about this as well. We will be having a monthly seminar. Now, this monthly seminar may be every month, it may be every other month. It will be at one of the local hotels, and it's really going to focus on basically recruiting, food, fun, training, and recruiting. It's open to all the agents inside of our firm as well as any outside agent. This is a great way to start building a residual income. Any agent that you've talked to that has interest in the firm, you can invite them to this. And again, we're going to make sure that it's great food. We're going to make sure that there's some fun things that we talk about, so it has a little liveliness to it. We'll also give away some real training. So imagine 1/3 fun and food, 1/3 training, 1/3 recruiting, and how to build a residual income with our firm. If you're not taking advantage of the recruiting of agents to build a residual income, you're really missing out, because there are hundreds of agents that every month get residual checks from our firm based on the number of agents that they've actually just referred over to us. And you don't have to train them, you don't have to mentor them. We have all this. All we need to do is your introduction. So I'm very, very excited about this. And again, this will be at a hotel. It'll be a monthly thing. I invite all the agents in the firm to use this to reach out to the agents that they're talking with, to try to see if they'd like to take a look at our company. All the agents in our firm, please try to attend as well, because we will have some very, very great nuggets of training involved in there as well. We're going to make sure that on every event we give away some really good nuggets that significantly help an agent's business. We have another office now that we're opening. I think a lot of you know we're having an office in Orange Park. That will be opening up in January. The office is located at 555 Blanding Boulevard. It will be a gorgeous office where, if you look at the actual photo, I'm not sure if you can see it, we actually are on the second floor of that building. So we have great views. It has great presentation. We have great signage outside right off Blanding Boulevard. So it will be a great addition to Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage. And if you know any agents, of course, that are in the Orange Park area, Fleming Island area, so forth, it's just a great way to reach out to them now that we're actually crossing over the bridge. I also want to mention that we have a holiday party, and the holiday party will be held at Blackfin. I do hope as many of you can attend as possible. It's the Blackfin over at the Town Center. It'll be Thursday, December 17th. It will start at 5:30, and as you know, a lot of these go on for multiple hours. Please feel free to invite others, whether other agents or a significant other. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's generally welcome. I really thank everybody for watching this. I hope to see everybody at the event, and thank you so much for the time and everything that the agents have done to make this firm successful. I am sincerely grateful, and I will always be here for every agent in this firm when you need me. Again, I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see everybody tomorrow, which is Thursday, at Blackfin. And thank you so much.